think I've messed up. This was the best pasta I have ever had, and now I can't stop thinking about it. What makes it so unique? Well, did you know caramelized fennel tastes just like caramelized onions? And you can even use it to flavor your favorite pasta? Hey, I'm Brittany. I know the weird ins and outs of foods because I have to. I'm a foodie with 14 food allergies, and if I didn't know hacks like this, I wouldn't have yummy food. So hang out with me for 5 minutes and I'll teach you how to caramelize fennel and how to use it. Spoiler, we're making pasta. Caramelizing fennel is simple, and you only need 2 ingredients. 2 tablespoons of canola oil and a couple bulbs of fennel. Which reminds me, have you ever tried fennel? What's your favorite way to eat it? For caramelized fennel, we'll be slicing our bulbs into thin slices. This will make sure our fennel caramelizes evenly. Look at those slices, Chef would be proud. Okay, maybe not of that one. This next step sounds like a crime, but in a cold skillet, yes, cold, add your oil and sliced fennel. The idea here is to ease everything into a slow cook. That way we can prevent any premature browning. When all your fennel is in, crank the heat to medium-high and cover for 5 minutes, stirring about once per minute to avoid burning. Do this until you hear a consistent sizzle. Then lower your heat to medium and continue to stir every minute. Now, if your pan starts to build up a brown layer on the bottom, don't worry. That's called fond, and it's packed full of flavor. Just pour a little water into your pan and fold it back into your fennel. So what's going on in our pan? Well, that's actually pretty interesting. You see, what we call caramelization is actually 2 different chemical reactions. You have the Maillard reaction, the reason bread turns brown, and then actual caramelization, the process that breaks down sugar molecules from glucose, fructose to what's the other one? Sucrose. Oh gosh. Then 2 hours later, we'll have this delicious jammy fennel to use anywhere you'd use caramelized onions. Anyone remember when French onion pasta was a thing? All the delicious flavors of French onion soup packed into pasta. Sounds amazing, but I wouldn't know. Because before French onion pasta became a trend, I became allergic to onions. Never even got to try it. Today, we're going to change that. This is French fennel pasta, and it takes the classic flavors of French onion, but makes it fennel. Take your caramelized fennel, 2 teaspoons of ground cumin, and 2 teaspoons of freshly chopped thyme. Cook those until fragrant. Then add 1 teaspoon of soy sauce, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, and of course salt. Give that a good stir to make sure everything is evenly incorporated. Next, you need a 1/4 cup of acid. Normally, you'd use white wine, but not everyone can have wine. I can't have anything highly fermented. It's called histamine intolerance, and I'll cover it in a later episode. Today, we're just going to keep things short and sweet by adding 1/4 cup of non-brewed condiment, vinegar's non-fermented cousin. Allow that to evaporate before adding 12 ounces of dried orecchiette pasta. Did I pronounce that right? 3 cups of mushroom stock. Store-bought is okay, but homemade is better. I'll link my recipe for mushroom stock in just an hour at the end of this video. And 1 cup of water. Don't worry, I know it looks like we're drowning our pasta, but the pasta will absorb most of the liquid, packing a whole lot of flavor in each noodle. Bring everything to a boil before reducing to a simmer and allowing to cook for 8 to 10 minutes. By then, your noodles should be al dente and you'll have just enough liquid left over to make a delicious sauce. To do this, add a 1/4 cup of cream, I'm using coconut, and 1 cup of grated dairy-free Parmesan cheese. This French fennel pasta isn't playing around. It's so packed with flavor, it's no wonder it went viral. If you want a pasta you won't stop thinking about, this is that pasta. From my kitchen to yours, eat happy.